Howdy, this is Just Puzzling. My name is Chris. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Thank you for joining me for Freecell Games 535, 536 and 537. The objective of this video is to actually solve these three puzzles and explain what I'm doing as I'm solving. For instructions on how to play the game, please have a look at the description of this video. Hope you enjoy. Now I'm going to put this 2 up here, 6 comes across to here, 5 comes across to here. I'm going to bring this 5 over to here, 4 onto here, 3 over to here, 8, 2 of diamonds goes up, and I've got the 8 and 7 there, so there should be a red 6 that I can bring across, which I can. Alright, so that gets me that gets me that. I need a black 10. I can bring the 3 of hearts down, I can put the king up there, which is not the one I should have put up. Okay. Anyway, I've done that now, so that's alright. This 8 can go onto the 9. Got the 3 of clubs there. I put that there. Those up there, that's too aggressive. Okay, 6, 6, 6, so 9's there, 9's there, 10, so I'll put those 3 up there. I can get a red 6 here. But then what do I get? So if I do that, put that red 6 there, I could put I'm just moving cards backwards and forwards at the present time. I'm going to put this 5 and 6 up there and the jack up so I can get the 7. I will put the 6 and the 5 back down and put the 4 there. I can do that. I can put this up to here, put that jack down, and that will get me these 2 up here and the jack across. What it gets me is the 2 of clubs goes up, which means I can put the 2 of spades down and put this 9 under here and 7 across to here. So what that means is eventually I should be able to move these ones across with the red 6, but at this point no, I can. So I can put the red 6 there, red 4 there, get that onto there, bring this 6 and 5 down. If I put the 7 across to there, I can move the 9, and then I'll get the 3 of clubs up. So I'm going to take the 3 of clubs option. I can then do what? So I'm looking at what my next move is. I'm thinking of putting these 2 up here and the 10 across, so I can put this 4 across to here, and then I can bring the 2 and the 3 across to there. The reason I did that is because I'm looking at this going, well, I can put the 4 of hearts up, I can put the 8 of spades across here, I can put the 4 of clubs over to here, and the ace of spades hearts goes up. I can then bring this 5 and 4 down, and I can put that 4 of clubs up. I'm just looking to see if I've got a red jack anywhere. So I've got that there. I put that for a moment. So I've got some red 9 there, red 9 there, and got red 9 here. So I've got all of those. I've made a complete mess of this one. Anyway, we'll see how we go. 4 goes to there, 4 goes to there, so I can put the 3 to here, the 6 to here, and the 3 back. I'm just looking to see if I can get some semblance of a way out of this. So I'm 1 short there. I go to these 2 up here. I'm going to put these 2 up here, 10 across, jack across, 6 across to there. Alright, so I should be able to bring down the red queen and bring these across to here. If I bring down the red queen, black jack, I can move this jack across to here and put this 3 over to here. That gets me this 10 over to here and put the queen up. I got there, and I don't know how quite I did it, but we'll take it. We've done puzzle 535. Admittedly, it's taken 5 minutes, so that's not great. Alright, let's do puzzle 536. Let's see if we can do this a little bit better. So the cards are going out, got an ace here, an ace here, 2 there and an ace. So I'm looking at what I've got, black, 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 red 2. So if I put, what am I going to do? I'm going to put this 5 up, so I can move this 10 across and the 3 across to there. Probably not my smartest move, but anyway, I've done it now. I'll put this 2 across to here, that gets me a 7 there. What I am looking at is I'm looking at this column and I'm thinking I can get a fair bit out of this column that's going to help me, because I can put this 3 of spades up the top there, 7, 6 and 5 comes down, which gives me a fair break. Bring this, I'm going to put this 4 across to here and bring the 7 down. So I've now got a column and quite a few spare spaces, which is good. Okay, jack there, 5. So I'm going to put the jack there, 5 comes across to here, which could be that 5. King, queen, 10, 6. A 4 comes across to here, 2 of hearts. I'm going to put this up here, put that up to there. That puts the 3 of clubs up and get the 2 of hearts up. Alright, so what I can do now is I can put this 3 of hearts up, 4 of clubs up. Okay, so that's that. Queen under there, 9 up to bring the 9, 10 and the 8, 10 and the 9 down, sorry. Bad, I'm thinking and doing at the same time poorly. Alright, so I'm going to put that there, put the king across to there, bring the 4 across and 3 down. I have a red 10 there, I put that up, put that across to there, and that was silly, it appears. Alright, so 6 is there, 6 is there. I've got that there, that there, that's not going to work. 5 of spades, 5 of diamonds, 3 of spades. Where is the 2 of spades? So the 2 of spades is in this column, so there's a bit of work to do before I get to that. 7, 6, jack. So if I put that 10 up, I get the 6 and 5 to there, the jack to there, and the 10, so that's worth doing. Jack to there, and then a 10 across. I now have a 7 there, which I don't think is worth doing. If I did this column here, put this over to here, I get the jack down, 10 down, 5 of clubs goes up, the 8 goes on the 9, and I get the 7 across to there, 9 goes onto there. If I put this 6 across to here, 8 and 6, just to clear that, I get the 2 of spades, and wacko, I got nothing out of it. Alright, so 7 across to here, the 4 of hearts goes up, 5 goes across to here, king down, black queen across, 8 onto there, 7, and then put the jack across to there. Alright, so this 6 here is my next target, so the 10 across, king across, 10 across, and then I think my next target is 8, and then that's 5, 3, 6 done. I'm getting these puzzles done, but I feel like it's more luck than good management. Let's hopefully say this one's good management. Let's have a look. Alright, so what have we got? We've got an ace, 2 aces up, so that's a good start. 9 there, 8, 9. I'm going to put this 9 across to here. I'm going to put these 2 up, 7, and then bring the 7 back down. The reason for this is I'm focusing on this column here, because I'll then have a column. 4 comes across to here. Do I do that? 4, 5. So I'm going to put that to there, that to there. 5. 6 comes across to here, put the 7 there, 6 comes down, I get the 5 across to there, and the 4 down to here, which can go on the black 6. Queen can go over to here. The 7, 6, 6, 7, 7, 7, 9. So if I put that 6 to there, what does that get me? I don't think it gets me anything worthwhile. So 7, 7, So 8, jack. Okay, I'm going to put this 9 down. The reason for that is I'm going to put, yeah, I don't know. That might have been a mistake. I say that a lot, don't I? I've said that a lot tonight. 7, jack over to here, 8, 5. So I've got a 2 here. If I can follow that column, that's not going to work at this stage. But I can get that 6 to there and put that 7 across to there. That will work. Alright, so 2 a diamond. So I've got this red jack, red 10. So that's not going to go up to where I need it. So I've got this black 10, 4, 3. So I'm going to go this way. 10, 4, 3. 3 of spades can go up, jack across, and bring the 10 down. Now the reason I did that is I should be able to move this to this column here, and this to this column here. I'm going to put the 3 of hearts up to there, 6 of clubs across, 5 across. 9 goes onto here, 8. 7 comes down to here. Sorry, I don't know why my PC's lagging, so I apologise for that. Queen comes across to here, put the king up, just because. Jack comes down to here, 10, 9. 10 on the jack here. I actually don't know what I'm going for, so this 5 comes across to here, queen, and that should be puzzle 5, 3, 7 done. So there's 3 puzzles that got done, probably more by luck than skill. If you watched it and enjoyed it, thank you very much. I am going to reflect on these ones to see and think about what I did right and wrong. Anyway, hope you enjoy your day. Until next time, bye for now.